Hi there, welcome back to engVid. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at asking for a quotation and then giving one. Now you might think quotation, that's all sort of businessy, I don't need to do that. But actually, in normal life, in general life, there are going to be times when we need to ask for a quote. For example, if you had a family wedding and you needed to ask for a quote for the band or the photographer. So it's not just business English here. And also, we're going to be having quite a detailed look at the differences between how you would ask by telephone as opposed to written email. Okay, so let's dive in. On the phone. Hello, is that if you have a contact name that you need to be speaking to? Oh, good afternoon. Yep, I'm talking to the right person now. We're looking to get 100 tanks. I'm not quite sure why we're going for tanks today, but that's what we are going for. We're looking to get 100 tanks. And I was wondering if you might be able to provide a quotation for this. Maybe say the date. We're looking for a delivery date by November 1st. That was very North American. By the 1st of November. And then, you know, we're on the phone. They're going to say something. So they might say, yes, yeah, we've got some tanks. Yeah, could probably deliver them. There might be some more conversation. They might be, so whereabouts are you? Whereabouts are you? Let me write that down too. Where about just means where. Whereabouts do you live? Oh, in Croydon, South London. Yep, no, we can deliver to Croydon. Fantastic. We're on a tight budget. Yeah, we don't have a lot of spare money. So short for I'd appreciate a generous price on this. Or are you able to offer us a discount? And then they're either going to say yes or no. You probably can't argue with them at that point. And then you just want the delivery date too. Because remember, what you're asking for, you're asking them to send a piece of paper in the post or by email with their proposed price for the tanks. It would be good if you put the delivery date on the quote to. Yeah, TOO meaning as well. Okay, you say what you need. Okay, you want the quote, you're asking for the discount, and you're asking for the date on there too. Okay, let's have a look now at how simple that can be by email. Dear, put the person's name. Now, if it's someone you don't know, you're probably not going to use their first name. Dear Mr. or Mrs. or Ms. We need to source 100 tanks. Source means to find. We need to get 100 tanks. Please provide. Provides a nice formal word, meaning to give. Please provide a quotation for this, including the proposed delivery date. So proposal, a marriage proposal, is where you ask someone to marry you. Yep, you're kind of sharing a vision of what life will be and you're asking that person to join you. Well, a proposal here is a bit more everyday. It's when are the tanks arriving? Yeah, we need this information. I look forward to hearing back from you. I look forward to hearing back from you. Kind regards, da da da. Okay, your name there. Okay, it's nice and to the point. In emails, we don't want things there that don't need to be there, that don't serve a purpose. We have asked for a quote. Yep, we've got some useful phrases that you're going to remind yourself of by doing the quiz. But in a moment now, we're going to look at how you provide a quote. What do you need to write and say? Let's have a look. Okay, so now we are imagining that we have been asked for a quotation. Now, because we've got find attached, this is an email reply with the attached quote. So the first thing we need to use is please find attached. If something is attached, it's stuck on. So along with this message, with this email, is the accompanying quotation in the form of a document. Okay? We can quote. You might want to preface this with, I'm pleased to say that we can. I'm pleased to say that we can quote. So we're saying, look, this is good news. This price is a good one. I'm pleased to say that we can quote a gross or net price of. So the way I think of the difference between gross and net is, imagine you've got a net that you are catching a fish in. So the net, what's in the net is what you're actually going to get. Yeah, we don't get the tax bit, that goes off to the government. So it's a bit gross. Gross means disgusting. So if you're expecting money and then less comes in, that's how I remember it. Gross and what you actually get. Moving on. The price quoted includes or excludes. So in, yep, I put the pen into the lid. The price quoted includes delivery charge. Or if I don't want to include, the opposite of include is exclude. The price quoted excludes delivery charges. You might want to continue there, which you will need to consider if you're using excludes. Okay, now we're offering a deal. We can offer 10% off if. We can offer 10% off if payment is made within 30 days or by cash. Yeah, we can offer 10% off if you choose, if you book, if you reserve the tanks by the 1st of May or something. As requested, we will, or we have, well, what have we been asked to do? We've been asked to put the delivery date in there. As requested, we have included the proposed, the planned delivery date in this document, the attached document. We'll tell them, and we can spell it out in the email when the delivery date is. We will be able to deliver on such and such a date. Now you might want to have at the end something that means, I hope this is okay for you. But we want to say it in a more formal way because it's a business email. So I hope, maybe I trust would be even better. Don't worry, I'm not going, just getting this. I trust that this meets your approval. So that's an interesting phrase, to meet your approval. You know, two people meeting, hello, how are you? Great, thanks. Well, here we've got an idea meeting someone saying yes or no. So it's like an imagined, it's not a real physical meeting. Okay? Please find attached the difference between gross and net. We can quote a price of. The price quoted includes or excludes. We can offer 10% off if. As requested, we will do this, this, and this. And then at the end here, I trust that this meets your approval. Okay? Quiz time, subscribe time. See you on the next video time. Hasta la vista.